In 1996, my husband and I purchased a home that was built in the 1880s and renovated it. We put a trailer in the backyard and lived in it while my husband was working on the house. When we moved in, there was one bedroom where I liked to open a window, lie on the bed, and listen to the water running in the spring and the night critters. However, from the first time I felt a presence in the room, I would only stay in there about 15 minutes. We also smelled cigarette smoke and pipe tobacco, although nobody ever smoked in the house. We heard the silverware rattle, dishes clanging. One day when my friend was over helping me clean, the vacuum cleaner suddenly came on. When my husband was vacuuming, it suddenly turned off. We received a phone call at 3 a.m. from his sister's phone, but she never called. We received a phone call from our daughter at 2:30 a.m. and she hadn't called. There were French doors downstairs that opened on their own. One side was bolted into the ceiling and floor but still opened. This happened on 3 occasions. Our grandchildren told us that someone whispered into their ear and touched their arm during the night. On the same night, one night I got up to go to the bathroom and couldn't go back to sleep. I was lying in bed with my eyes open and saw a white mist hovering over the armoire. It floated in front of the window and hovered there a minute, and then it started floating toward my side of the bed, so I turned the lamp on and it was gone. My husband had seen a white mist floating from the bedroom to the living room, but I didn't take him seriously until I saw it for myself. One day my granddaughter and I were the only 2 people at home. I was sitting at the computer and I saw a reflection in the computer screen of someone walking toward me. I knew my granddaughter was supposed to be in the shower, so I turned my chair around to ask her why she wasn't in the shower, and there was nobody there. Just minutes later, she walked in from another room. Other electrical appliances would turn on in different parts of the house, such as the downstairs TV, and our granddaughter recorded a voice whispering baby, and she still has it on her computer. My cousin came to stay for a week to recover from surgery, and the only bed available was the one where I felt the presence. I had not told her anything about that room. The first day she stayed in there, she jumped up out of bed and ran out of the room and said, "There is something going on in that room." She never said what she experienced, but she left and stayed with her daughter. One morning I woke up about 4 a.m. and could hear someone in the kitchen, and I smelled food cooking. I thought my husband had got up and decided to cook breakfast. I was a little annoyed because I don't like to eat breakfast early. I like to drink a couple of cups of coffee before I eat. I walked through the bedroom where he slept at the time, and he was sound asleep. I walked into the kitchen and it was still clean from the night before. One night I smelled the worst smell that I have ever smelled, and have never smelled it since. It was a rotten smell, and I got out of bed and investigated, but could not find any evidence of anything that would cause such an awful smell. The smell finally went away. These are all the weird things I can remember so far that happened during the 17 years we lived there. We were not afraid, just intrigued. The grandchildren were a little afraid though. One of my granddaughters was sleeping with me, and she said she saw the form of an elderly lady walk across the foot of the bed. She also smelled perfume. 2 of our granddaughters were sitting in the bathroom floor playing with my makeup when the light fixture fell and almost hit them. Several people from our old house group asked me to tell them about these experiences. I couldn't share it on that group, so I joined here. Everything I have stated is the absolute truth. There's probably more, but this is all I can recall for now.